That's live.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live on YouTube. Start streaming. I believe we are live on Rumble. Start the music. That is the wrong button. Hold on a second. Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show. This is the wrong thing. That is the wrong thing. I
Start
am.
over.
No, I can't start over. I'm live. Hold on a second. Where's my? That's the wrong thing. I'm all over the place. Here we go. The show is a dive into the weird, obscure, bizarre, and other words for strange world of notable events, weather, and sports. Join us. Covering topics seldomly, if ever, seen from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss for the most part. For links to the articles and anything else potentially interesting, please check the underbar of the description below. And of course, all links gathered throughout the show will appear post-live stream. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and who am I joined by today?
King's Refuge.
Yep.
And I'm Noah.
Noah! Yeah.
As he always does, that funny voice.
Yeah. Anyway, today is Freya's Day, aka Friday, December 22nd, 2023. So let's jump into the news today, shall we? Found by our resident lord here, Mr. King's Refuge. Do you want to take this here?
Yeah. I'd try to read your screen, or...
Well, you can read it from yours or from mine. You know, we're using the same source, I think, so...
I'll just go with yours here, because I don't have it up. I got a teen GTA hacker sentenced to life. And a secure hospital judge sentenced an 18-year-old Ariane, I'm probably going to horribly cut this, Kurt Judge remains at high risk to public, according to a report of the BBC.
I don't know what you when you scratched your nose, your voice got a lot clearer and such. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Probably got some nasal symptoms.
All right.
No,
there we go.
There we go. Yeah, his mic wasn't as close to his face as it should have been.
Yeah, the 18-year-old Lapsus hacker who played critical role in leaking the Grand Theft Auto 6 footage has been sentenced to life inside a secure hospital prison. According to the BBC, a British judge ruled that Thursday on Ariane is a high risk to the public because he still wants to commit these crimes. In August, a London jury found that Kurt, I'm going to just call him Kurt carried out the cyber attacks against GTA 6 developer Rockstars and other companies, including Uber and Nvidia. However, since Kurt has autism and was deemed unfit to stand trial, the jury has asked to determine whether he committed these acts in questions, not whether he did so with criminal intent.
All right, so and for further reading, please, go give them the look. Go to the link down there. They do the work. We're just reading it for you. But you went ahead and read more of it last night, and you said something about him when he did the GTA 6 hack. How did he do it?
It says right here somewhere in the article that he GTA footage last September. It's somewhere in there.
Yeah. But what did you find though?
Yeah, well, he was in trouble for the Uber and Nvidia hack, and they had him in some hotel waiting. I don't know, awaiting his punishment. And while he was in the hotel, he got a new phone. He got a new cell phone, smartphone, and used the hot stick. Amazon. There you go.
Yeah. So he did the GTA 6 trailer leak with a freaking Fire Stick.
Fire Stick.
This is crazy. This reminds me, about that one story of that guy back in the 90s who, with $100 laptop, hacked into the Pentagon. And then we've had this conversation, last night and everything. Noah was there, you were there, and all that stuff. And some other guy hacked into NASA at some other point. So, but see, unlike all those people who got jobs, they're just locking this kid away. It's dude, he leaked the trailer for GTA 6 on a Fire Stick. Give him a job,
Sorry, kid likers and People who delete other people don't get that kind of time. But this guy who's just happens to have autism and be addicted to hacking, he gets life.
Yeah, autism, yeah, like it's a disorder and everything, but like what better way to have this person live the rest of their life than to utilize his quote unquote disability, or in this case turning your weakness into a strength, and then figuring out a way to like help society with it rather than locking him away, like. And I know it's hard to take me serious when I have like little puffballs on my chin, but still.
Maybe he refused.
Maybe.
To use his powers for good. I don't know.
Anyway.
I just
all I know is I'm not that
life.
Smart.
He's 18.
Yeah.
He's getting life.
Yeah.
Life. He's 18.
Yeah.
They put him in the hospital, which was the scary part.
I
It
don't
wasn't
know,
even
man.
a prison, it was like a hospital.
Seems weird to me. I would have to see more of the context. It's just.
Yeah,
it seems like so much is left.
Wait a minute.
It seems like so much is left out of the story.
Made it seem very suspicious.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts about this, Noah? Like, this is absolutely disgusting.
I think that they put him in a hospital and that makes it very suspicious that they did that, because it wasn't a normal prison. First of all, he didn't really do anything
he has
that.
Autism, that's why. Hey, what's up, Pete's?
Yeah.
I feel like he may have gotten a lot more than just the trailer, and they didn't want anyone to leak all of it, so he just released the trailer.
Yeah, but still, that only enforces my point. Give him a job. Put that skill to work. Don't lock it away.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. A lot of people do that with PlayStation and Sony. They hack their PlayStation, and usually they wind up in InfoSec, and they wind up having a career. So why the hell did they not do that?
Yeah.
We'll see how this plays out. This is still rather new. So, anyway, let's get on up here. We have another article. Wow. So anybody who likes coffee, here's something for you. At 928 milligrams caffeine per serving, the world's strongest coffee is not for the faint of heart. Yeah, that'll kill people.
Oh, you hear about what is it, Starbucks?
That
has that lemonade?
Oh, the Americano at Starbucks, what?
There's some lemonade that's like killing people with heart problems because it has too much caffeine in it, and people are ordering it thinking it's just lemonade, and it's not lemonade. It's caffeinated lemonade, highly caffeinated lemonade.
Let's see here. Lemonade that kills you.
Panera, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah, that's right. I remember this. So, yeah. So, be careful when ordering the lemonade at Panera Bread. I'm gonna add this link into the article because, yeah.
Yeah. Not something to drink with heart problems, apparently.
Yeah. But getting back to this coffee here, Biohazard Coffee, what a name, is recognized as the strongest coffee in the world. It has caffeine content at 928 milligrams per 12-ounce cup, which is more than double the daily recommended dose of caffeine and a lot more than most energy drinks. The title of World's Strongest Coffee has been attributed to various brands over the last decade. In 2013, they wrote about Death Wish, a blend that promised 200% the caffeine content of the average dark roast. And then there was Black Insomnia Coffee, a brand that boasted a caffeine content of 702 milligrams per 12-ounce cup. But now there's another title holder, and this one is going to be tough to beat. Launched in 2016, Biohazard Coffee has established itself as the strongest coffee money can buy, with a caffeine content that makes it barely safe to consume. So,
that doesn't sound safe at all.
Barely safe to consume.
Yeah.
Why would they even do that? Why would they make such a good coffee?
Well, I'm sure there's some people with tolerances that are just crazy for caffeine, and
I've heard of people drinking like 8 million Scoville freaking spicy food ramen, and it's freaking got the water in there, so it's like you're killing your throat at the same time.
I've always had this want that I'm very most likely not going to act on it, but I've always had this want of brewing coffee with Red Bull instead of water. And then someone's like, oh, well, why don't you take a step further and then use that pot, put that in the water thing, and then make another pot with Red Bull
just use
water.
espresso.
So the whole thing with the 8 million Scovilles is crazy to me also, because that's like the measurement of how spicy something is.
Yeah, but getting back to this coffee thing here, like, that sounds like on par, if not less than this Biohazard Coffee, 928 milligrams per serving. That sounds lethal, you know?
It sounds like you're injecting poison into your body because of that, how much caffeine that is.
Well, I mean, caffeine technically is a drug, and too much of it can, too much of anything can hurt you.
So is sugar.
Yeah, sugar is the most dangerous substance on Earth. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean.
Kills your immune system.
Yeah. But anyway, let's move on up here. We have another article here. Students sue government after teacher ends exam 90 seconds early. What? Oh.
I don't know.
They
sued the government.
Yeah. KR, do you want to read this one?
Sure. A group of South Korean students recently sued the government for millions of dollars in damages because their teachers ended a life-changing exam 90 seconds earlier than they should have.
Oh, no.
What was the life-changing part? I'd like to know.
It's South Korea's college administration exam that is notoriously long and difficult, and its implications are really life-changing. Not only do the results of the Samsung determine students' college placements, but also their careers and relationships. So it's no wonder that everyone, from the students and their families to South Korean government, takes the I'm going to keep calling it Samsung very seriously. During the 8-hour exam, South Korea closed its airspace delays and openings of the stock market to help help students concentrate. Wow. That important of a test, huh?
Big deal.
Yeah.
That is a big deal. Why would they
we're taking all our important tests and like downgrading them, and here they are. They're closing the damn stock market for their tests.
Yeah. So, yeah, do you want to read the last sentence right here?
So the teacher recently ended the exam 90 seconds early is a big deal with serious legal consequences. Oh, I can imagine.
Yikes.
They closed down half their government for this test.
Yeah, so that teacher is in hot water right now. So now we understand.
She down.
Yeah. Yikes. What else do we got here? Prison replaces guard talks with flock of vigilant geese. Like, geese are nasty.
Geese are mean. Geese are mean, man.
Yeah. It says here, Noah, do you want to read one by chance, or are you just being an audience?
I'm going to have to do it from my phone.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Okay, well, I'll read. No worries. A prison in the Brazilian state of Santa Catarina recently replaced its guard dogs with a flock of geese that supposedly make loud noises when they detect strange noises, like someone trying to escape. In this day and age, prison complexes feature state-of-the-art detection systems that make it very difficult for inmates to escape undetected. Still, regardless, welcome, Sohen, to the show. Still, regardless of the technological advancements, it's always a good idea to have a backup analog detection system as well, in case the sophisticated stuff fails. Human guardians and guard dogs are usually the norm, but some prisons use some unlikely alternatives. For example, several prisons in Brazil have replaced the guard dogs with geese, which they say are not only just as effective, if not more so, but also cheaper to maintain. Apparently, geese have a very good hearing and will make loud noises whenever they detect strange noises, thus alerting the human guards. So that makes sense. So, yeah. Hey, Soen, how you doing, man?
Technology.
He was in the show.
We are doing the show. We are in the middle of the news show. You're welcome to join, as always, and all that stuff. But yeah, so King, let's go down the line. What are your thoughts about replacing guard dogs with geese? I think that's a good idea.
I don't know. It sounds pretty hilarious too. So.
Yeah.
They are definitely loud. I admit that. I got a lake right by our house that a bunch of geese go to. Mm-hmm. They are mean as.
Yeah.
They are mean.
What about you, Noah? What do you have to say?
All I know is I'm still hoping, and this is like, can you play it again? Can you talk about it again real quick?
No. I guess we'll just have to.
I mean, not that part. I mean,
well, I would imagine it'd be a more pleasant sound. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about that sort of thing.
Well, what about you, Soen? I know you just you came in halfway through the article, but what are your thoughts about prison geese?
This guy getting out of prison having severe PTSD from
Geese have a very strong bite, and if you put your hand in front of them, they'll chomp your hand off.
Oh yeah, they are mean.
Geese will be doing more of the beatings to the people.
Yeah.
First one have to do a damn thing.
Peace
no, they'll bite your hand off. I'm serious. Are they using them as Never mind.
They're using them as warning devices, essentially.
Yeah.
Sohan reminded me of the honking back up in Canada a couple years ago.
I've seen a goose in person before, but I've never gone close to one, thank God. They could kill me.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on up here. More from Audio Central. The world's largest gashapon store is home to more than 3,000 coin-operated machines. Anybody want to read this one?
I might be able to, actually. If I just zoom in on it real quick on my phone. Here, let me see if I can get this in full screen.
Alright.
Okay. I'm going to have to really rotate it. Hang on.
Well, if it's too much trouble, don't worry about it.
Just scroll down as I read it.
Okay.
Are you starting with where it says Tokyo's?
Yeah, just read the first 2 paragraphs.
Alright. Tokyo's Ikebukuro shopping district is home to the world's largest gashapon capsule. What is that? Okay, it's a toy store. A gashapon capsule toy store at a 1250 squared meters area decked with over 3,000 gashapon machines filled with various figurines. Gashapon, or I don't know how to say it still, but like machines have been a big part of Japan's recreational culture for over half of a decade. But while these toy capsules filled with machines are ubiquitous in the Asian country, the mecca of gashapon machines is what does it say there? I can't read it there.
Sorry.
The social buttons in the way. Okay. I'm talking about above that line.
Okay, the Gashapon Machines is the Gashapon official store in
Ikebukuro,
Tokyo.
Yeah, it's a district.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do anything about these stupid things on
Well,
the
it's
side.
just talking about a toy that they only have in Japan, right?
Well, Gashupago or whatever, it's basically like let me bring up a thing, search on this here, 1 second. Google Gashapon. They're like little capsule toys, like here, like you've probably seen these in anime, like little. Let me bigger this here, like
bigger.
they're like little toys you get in like little balls or something, you know, like.
Yeah. Oh, like a little, like an amiibo almost for the Nintendo.
Kinda, like here's some Sailor Moon figurines and such.
Oh.
Pokemon. So it's you basically you put a coin in and you get a random toy. Essentially, like from those machines at the grocery stores and whatnot. By the way, I want to say hello to Shenny and Arlene. Arlene, hello. How you doing? So yeah. What the heck
you have
is that
dogs?
thumbnail? Yeah.
Oh, hey.
But yeah, no, it's just like a toy vendor thing. But to continue on the article here. It features over 3,000 coin-operated machines and probably millions of collectible toys and figurines. Using most of these machines requires a few hundred yen, or yuan, I can't read that word, from 200 yen, or $1.33, to 500 to $3.32, respectively. But if you're feeling generous, you can spin the wheel at the much more expensive premium machines, which can cost up to 2,000 yen, or $13.27 on average for one random toy. So it's basically like toy gambling, you know? You just go up to a machine, put a coin in, and spin the wheel, and you get a toy. And this is a store that's all it is. It's 3,000 of these machines, and that's pretty crazy. Look at that, dude. Like, that's a store. Like, that's how they make their money. Selling random-ass toys and little machines and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, what?
Different cultures.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we also have, and Noah, you found this as well, the other day.
Go ahead.
Scientists create an AI system that can predict when you die with startling accuracy. And before we read this, would anybody use this? I would not. So.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, me neither. If it starts telling you how you're gonna die, I'm gonna get even more scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a movie about this app that will give you the time and day you die. Seconds.
I heard about that one.
It sounds like a philosophy thing. Like, would you actually let it happen? Like, say you could peer into the future of a certain part of your life and see, okay, this is how I die. I just got to stay away from this, and this, so it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, but then that creates a paradox. In your attempts to avoid your own death, you instead make it. You know, like whatever that paradox is. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that the same one? What is the name of the AI? Did they say?
Well, let's see here. An artificial intelligence model developed by an international team of researchers has demonstrated the ability to predict future events in people's lives, including the time of their death. Life2Vec, there you go, there's a name, a so-called transformer model trained with a massive volume of data to predict various aspects of a person's life, was created by scientists in Denmark and the U.S. After being fed data from Danish health and demographic records for 6
Someone's
million
gotta
people,
find the website for this thing.
like time of birth, schooling, education, salary, housing, and health, the AI model was trained to predict what would come next. According to its creators, Life2Vec demonstrated an eerie ability to predict when people will die based on data analysis. Pardon me. For example, when tested on a group of people between the ages of 35 and 65, half of whom died between 2016 and 2020, it was able to predict who would die and who would live with a 78% accuracy. Whoa, that is terrifying. Yeah, Pete, they are playing with black magic, and you know what's the famous Jurassic Park quote? Your scientists were too preoccupied with whether or not they could. They didn't think whether or not they should. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandora doesn't go back into the box.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at Pandora right there. AI Pandora. But yikes. Sohan, what are your thoughts about this?
Strange. Like I said,
I found the AI.
Some movies
Yeah.
I've heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got here? Company gives bonuses to employees who run 2 miles per day. I am all for this, you know? Why not?
Yeah.
You know, hell yeah. You know, get people exercised, motivated, and all that stuff. Anybody want to read this one? Okay. A Chinese company has replaced its year-end employee bonus program with another scheme designed to promote exercise, enticing financial rewards for employees who exercise on a daily basis. Guangdong Dongpo Paper, a paper company in Guangdong Province, China, recently made international headlines for replacing its traditional performance-based employee bonus scheme with one based on athletic performance. To promote a healthy lifestyle among its 100 employees, management decided to reward them based on how much they exercise. For example, an employee will be eligible for a full monthly bonus if they run 50 kilometers a month. They will get a 60% bonus for running 40 kilometers, 30% for 30. Running enthusiasts stand to get a 30% bonus if they can prove they ran over 100 kilometers in a single month. So that's pretty cool, you know?
How do you prove that?
I mean, like, that just makes me question how much money the company is making in profit to be able to afford just, you know, giving out money like, but actually, you know, they're replacing a bonus with something else, though. So instead of, like, a guaranteed bonus, it's based off of their lifestyle. So, I don't know. Like, what about people who are, like, crippled or whatever, or can't really, like, run or anything like that? Like,
it's China, they don't care.
yeah, true. Yeah, very true. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So, yeah. Does driving my wheelchair 2 miles count? I don't know, Arlene. Like, what say you guys?
But you'll have huge guns after.
Use guns?
Huge guns.
Huge
arms.
guns. Oh, yeah. Just
You'll
attach
be-
guns to the wheelchair? Yeah.
Oh, you'll be muscular, pushing yourself in that wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, if it's that's those kind of guns, okay, I understand. So, yeah, if it's a manual wheelchair, then, yeah, you're still getting exercise. If it's just, like, a little lever, like, then no, I don't think that'll count, Miss Arlene. Anyway, let's move on up here.
Jacked.
Scuba diver has been friends with a 15-foot-long tiger shark for over 2 decades.
What?
So, wow. Hey, Florida. Florida scuba. If anybody wants to take an article, by the way, just speak up. Otherwise, I'm just going to start reading. A Florida scuba diver claims he has been best friends with a 15-foot shark named Emma for almost 23 years now, describing her more like a playful dog than an apex predator. Jim Abernathy and Emma first met in 2001 when he removed a fishing hook from her mouth, and they've been inseparable ever since. Every time Jim goes into the water in the area of Tiger Beach in the Bahamas, she comes around and rubs heads with him as a sign of affection. It's not the kind of behavior most people expect from a huge 15-foot-long tiger shark that could easily tear a human apart, and that's exactly what makes Emma the perfect poster girl in Jim Abernathy's ongoing mission to change people's perceptions of sharks. Where in Florida? Well, this is just a Florida man. It's actually, the shark is actually out in the Bahamas. So, but this is the scuba diver. He's from Florida. I don't know where, but yeah.
Where she is.
But she's in the Bahamas, the sharks. But this reminds me, like, wasn't it the Anchorman where he had a pet shark that ended up attacking him?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen Anchorman in many years.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Bahamas not here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Pete. But what about you, you guys? What do you think about like a 15-foot tiger shark as a pet? Like, that takes balls.
Yeah, and I've shared some horrible stories about people having pets they're not supposed to have and going completely wrong.
Yeah. What else
Like
do we got here? Speaking of potentially killer things, killer reading, and I don't mean paper cuts. The hunt for the potentially deadly arsenic-infused books of the 19th century. What? So, book conservationists have launched an effort to locate thousands of 19th century books containing emerald green, a rare and coveted pigment created with the help of arsenic. Before the Industrial Revolution's books were leather-bound artisanal creations that took a lot of time and effort to produce, but the invention of book cloth changed everything. It was both cheaper and easier to make, but it also allowed for use of pigments to make book covers more appealing. For example, one of the most popular book cloth colors of the late 19th century was a vibrant green that came to be known as Paris green or emerald green. No other pigment even came close in terms of intensity, and although a series of arsenic poisoning accidents were reported during the time, the demand for it was so strong that manufacturers didn't even consider canceling production.
Like glow in the dark stuff?
Yeah. Tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of emerald green books were produced until the risk of arsenic poisoning became big enough issue and the pigment was finally pulled from production, and thousands of them are still in libraries and private collections today. So if you have any books that have green like this, I might actually have a couple of these.
If your book's glowing, you might want to...
What are you reading? Radioactive.
I just tried the age calculator thing for the death calculator thing.
Oh no, Noah, what have you done?
74, and it's going to be 2067 according to this thing.
Yikes!
Sweet, you got a few more years in you.
Yeah.
I'm literally 30.
Yeah.
And I don't even look like I'm 30, so I'm good. Except for the fact that my hair is falling out. That's the only problem.
Hey,
man. I just had on a moment ago.
Yeah.
But I just tried it, and I found the website too.
Well, have fun.
Yeah, have fun until I'm 74.
Arsenic is rat poison, Noah. Pete is telling us that right there.
God.
Yeah, that's right. Arsenic is in rat poison. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
what it used to be, anyway.
Yeah.
Sip.
Now, let's see here. I know a few people actually can make use of this. Shenny. Woman legally adopts best friend so they can take care of each other as family. Like, I know she'd do something like this. A lot of the people, like, I've recently met would do something like this. So that's really why I have this as a story. A South Korean woman made international news headlines for legally adopting her adult best friend after a medical emergency made her realize that they needed a stronger connection to take care of each other. 44-year-old Yin Shio-ran grew up in a stereotypical South Korean patriarchal family in which her father was the breadwinner and her mother was consigned to the role of homemaker, serving her husband's family. She slaved for them her entire life, but never got much of it as a bit of gratitude from her spouse. But she made sure that Shio-ran followed another path in life. She never even allowed her in the kitchen as a young girl, and always told her to preserve her freedom. And Shio-ran vowed to never end up like her mother, and decided to not get married or have children. To this day, she believes that it would be irresponsible of her to get married, but also understands that there are situations where family members are the only ones who can help. So yeah, I'm going to just read another paragraph here. In 2016, after moving to rural Joella in order to get away from the stress of city life and be closer to nature, Ian Seo Ran met Lee Iori, a like-minded woman who had moved there for very similar reasons. They became great friends, and within a year they moved in together. They shared a love of plants, vegetarian cooking, and DIY projects, and were both happy single. So, yeah, this is really cool. And you know, like this reminds me, like I did a story just I think last week actually, just like something right out of Happy Madison Productions, like something right out of Mr. Deeds. Some Swedish billionaire who has no children or whatever is actually trying to legally adopt his old gardener so that way he can get his fortune when he dies. So, like, I wonder what, you know, what the proceedings are and, like, how you go about adopting adult people. So, yeah. Oh, Shetty, I don't need no man in my life. I'm a single, independent woman. I tell you what, girlfriend. No, it's,
You sound completely like you're stereotyping a black woman from Alabama. Oh my god.
So.
Or something like that. You just stereotyped the hell out of her. And I kind of did too. Yeah.
Anyway, but what say you guys about, you know, adults adopting other adults and stuff, you know, for whatever reason? You know, that's I didn't even know you can do that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. That's what you sounded like.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis. Lord, it's a fire.
That's what you sounded like. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. KR?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. How do you adopt someone as a friend? I mean, I see someone. I can see you adopting someone as your, you know, son or daughter.
Yeah.
But adopting a friend? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, then you're getting, like, legal custody. Then they're, like, a dependent. And so, how could an adult be a dependent? Like, what is all, like, I gotta figure out more about this legally.
Sounds like you're adopting a live-in nurse.
Yeah, anyway, let's move on up here. Japanese artist builds lightest life-size Land Cruiser SUV ever. Alright. So, Toyota recently teamed up with a Japanese artist, Masumi Yamaguchi, to celebrate the return of the iconic Land Cruiser 70 SUV to the market in a unique way. SUVs aren't known for being the lightest of cars, but the one created by Masumi Yamaguchi is probably the lightest ever made. Even though it is a one-to-one model of the legendary Land Cruiser 70, it can be easily lifted by just 2 people. That's because this special SUV is actually made of styrofoam parts sculpted and assembled by Yamaguchi. Everything from the body of the car to the windows and the tires is made out of styrofoam and then painted to create the illusion of a real vehicle. The only things that give it away are the reflectionless windows and the unusually matte paint. So, yo, Noah, if you're going to talk to other people around you, could you please mute yourself and go push to talk? I'm trying to read this. Thank you. So this is a replica here. Yeah, not going to buy it. 4x4 in the desert, that would get me killed. Well, I don't think this runs, Miss Shenny.
You get a car wreck with a bike and your car's gonna get totaled more than that bike.
yeah. Well, I don't think this is drivable.
Oh no, it's not drivable.
Sure. Like, here's the process of them making it. It's just a styrofoam sculpture. So.
Okay.
So. Yeah, it's just like...
I wasn't talking to anyone. I have that problem. I told you about it already.
I know. That's why I was asking you to either mute yourself or go push to talk, because we're live on the air.
I can see that.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, like, it's just a very advanced form of Patton's fake army. You know, when they were preparing for D-Day, all the inflatable tanks and all that stuff. So yeah.
This is making me think about this whole story that we're talking about. Well, the fact that it's so that it just came out. I mean, my friend messaged me something about limitless energy yesterday, almost near limitless.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that tomorrow, dude.
Oh, you have that planned for tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, well, I've talked with you about this several times. We're gonna be talking about that tomorrow. We'll most likely talk about it on the Peanut too. So.
Okay, so I'll put it in there if I haven't already. I think I sent it to you actually already.
How funny would it be a whole prank?
Like, you know, like if we talk about it again, I don't care. Yeah. It's really cool. So yeah. Just put it in there.
Yeah, I put it in the Peanut channel, the top one.
Anyway, moving on to UPI, aka Oopie. Oregon police find reported hand grenade was a dog poop bag dispenser. Wow.
Wait, what?
Dog grenade.
Was it like one that went off, or was it like they
No,
were
it
cooking
was
it?
it was a lump of shit that somebody thought was an explosive munition.
Oh, that sounds great.
Hey, it still looks like a great.
You know what? It does.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wait a minute,
It
that's
does.
the actual.
Wait, that is a
dispenser?
grenade.
Yes. You
Oh
put
no
the-
no no! Oh, so what? It's a dispenser.
You put the bags.
It's
Yeah,
a
the
bag
bags are inside of it.
dispenser. Okay, so oh my
That's
God!
tricky.
Wow.
That's very tricky. Holy shit.
Wow. Police in Oregon said an object that appeared to be a hand grenade turned out to be a dispenser for dog poop bags. The McMinnville Police Department said in a Facebook post that the item of concern was spotted near the running track at Paddington Middle School, away from school buildings. Holy shit. Yikes! Students were kept inside the school while police consulted with the Oregon State Police Bomb Squad personnel. The department used a drone to get close photos of the apparent hand grenade while keeping a safe distance from the suspected explosive. So, yeah.
So,
Huh.
okay, wow. That's
Oh,
a tricky thing to do.
Yeah, it ain't a poop-filled grenade. It's a grenade that you use to fill with other things with poop. But yeah, wow. That's you know what?
Larry.
I want to say who would buy that, but at the same time,
Good,
I already
good
know the
prank.
answer. Me, like you know.
To prank everybody. That's why you buy it.
Well, you imagine seeing a grenade lying on the grass. You're like, oh fuck, don't go near it. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got here? Christmas tree maze on the island of Jersey might be world's largest.
You just pronounce Jersey like a Jerseyan.
Yes, I did.
I mean, okay.
It's a Jersey thing. Hey, we have a
It's a
situation
Jersey
here.
thing.
What can I say?
Hey.
And I know I'm probably pissing Shelly off.
Talking here.
Hey. So,
The
anyway,
Jersey.
a Christmas tree maze on the island of Jersey might be a new world record after being constructed from more than 800 recycled trees. Bino Rodriguez, organizer of the Jersey Christmas Tree Experiment at Howard Davis Park, said he found out the world record for the largest display of illuminated Christmas trees was set at 797 trees in the United States back in 2019, and he realized his attraction is nearly as many trees. Rodriguez reached out to businesses that export Christmas trees and took their leftover stock to push his maze over 800 trees. Rodriguez says that the maze started with trees from a British farm that were considered unsuitable to sell and were going to be shredded. The organizer said he is now hoping to get Guinness World Records recognition for the maze. He said some of the trees will eventually become fertilizer at Howard Davis Park, while others will be donated to a local goat farm to become snacks for the animals. All right, that's cool stuff.
My name's B.
There's a whole video here. Let me bigger this and get rid
Sweet.
of the sound here. So, yeah, let's see if I can... He's just talking about his trees. Here's pictures of the lights. Is there going to be an aerial view of this, or are we just going to... That's pretty cool. But show me a picture of the maze. You know? Oh, well. I guess we're not going to get one. Anyway, now we have USDA clears Santa's reindeer to enter and exit the United States. All right. Cool. You know? And we were talking about this last night, right, Noah? That NORAD does that Santa tracking thing.
Yeah, we were talking about the NORAD Santa tracking thing, like around 6 o'clock last night, I guess.
I don't know.
Or 5 o'clock. I don't know. It was before you left to go somewhere, and I came back, and then you were there for like 20 minutes, and I was there with you, and it was like when we were still talking with Pete's, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember who.
Probably Pete's. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
It says here
But
Santa Claus won't have to worry about running afoul of the law for flying his reindeer in the U.S. after the animals were given clearance by the USDA. They said their Animal and Plant Inspection Service issued a transit permit Thursday to Mr. S. Nicholas Claus of the North Pole, a distributor with Gifts and Good Cheer in Company. The department said the permit will allow Santa's sleigh pulling reindeer for free passage in and out of the country between the hours of 6 p.m. on December 24th and 6 a.m. on December 25th. So you have a 12-hour window, which is more than enough for him and his Christmas magic to get job of that. I hear history of that. History of what? God, now I sound like Shenny. Fuck. History of what? Oh no. But anyway, so, and I love things like this. You know, it's like, you know, little things. You know, it's the holiday seasons. You know, the world's gone to shit, but, you know, let's start figuring out, you know, reasons to be happy, because this is a happy time of year, you know? So, yeah. So that's really cool. Let's see here. Texas man runs marathon in football uniform to break world record. Huh. That's interesting. So, Texas. Does anybody want to read one? By the way, I've been reading a lot here.
I'll read one, but I'll have to put it in full screen again.
Okay.
On my phone because of the fact that my microphone sucks on my webcam. So hang on.
Okay.
Here. All right. I'll stick this in full screen. If
right.
I can just. Here. There we go.
Before you start reading, Pete here is talking about NORAD tracking history. I don't really know much about it. I know they've been doing it, but
you can go on websites to track airplane movement.
Well,
I can find you one.
I know
it's
about
called air
NORAD tracking, but they're tracking, Santa. So.
Yeah, well, that's just the thing they do for the holidays. It doesn't mean there's actually Santa.
No shit, Sherlock.
Of course. Okay. That was funny. Okay, so I'm reading December 21st here.
Yeah, just read these 3 paragraphs, please.
I'm not sure what time zone that is, but it says UPI. Is that a time zone?
No, that's the news source.
Oh, okay, so on the winter solstice, December 21st, a Texas man has decided to support his favorite football team by running a marathon in a full uniform and setting a world record. His name is Brian Goldsmith. Brian Goldsmith donned a full football uniform representing the Arlington Renegades, the XFL team he works for as a ticket rep, and then ran the Dallas Marathon with a time of 3 hours, 29 minutes, and 30 seconds. Goldsmith actually beat the previous record for the fastest marathon dressed in an American football kit, but also done by a male, which was set at 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 42 seconds by Australian man Alistair Kealty in 2019.
Oh yeah, take that, Australia.
Yeah,
take it from us.
So,
okay.
USA.
Okay, you want to read the rest, or I'll read it?
No. I want to provide incentive for our viewers to go to our sources because the sources did all the work. We're just reading it, so I want to.
Yeah,
I want to get
I
this
can
due.
understand that.
But no, like put that in your bloomin' onion and smoke it. I don't know, but yeah. That's it. Can you imagine? Like, first off, running a marathon is a feat and a half in itself. But doing it in full football kit, with the jersey and the pads and all that weight,
and the knee pads and everything.
Yeah, that's a feat on top of a feat. Kind of like I remember. There's a guy who dressed it as a banana. Like we have maybe this is the same guy who's dressed as a banana man. But I remember I spoke about on a previous episode about a marathon runner who ran fully as a unicorn. Like he was dressed as a unicorn, and it was something to do with it, like for his daughter or whatever. And that was a pretty heartwarming story itself as well. You know what? Let me look it up here really quick. Marathon unicorn. Here's the picture here. Let me bigger this. So open image in new tab. So right here, he ran a full marathon wearing all that. And with that mask, at least with the football helmet, and with the other gear, you have breathing clothes, but this doesn't really look that breathing, especially the ankle sweaters, the wrist warmers, and the classic horse head mask.
It looks like he's breathing out the neck. Look at that. See that hole by your right there.
Yeah. Well, no, that's I don't know, because normal horse masks, all horse masks have that slit. But it is open in the mouth too. But still, you have all of the condensation from your breath. That's got to be hot in there, unless he has a fan. And that just reminds me about how thrifty furries are with their fursuits, and inventing putting fans in the helmet and everything, and all that stuff. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back up to the news here. So moving on up. Utah wildlife officials share video of flying deer. Okay, well let's mute the sound there. So this is just so a flying deer. What do they hook a deer up to a helicopter and they're just flying? Oh, okay. So they're transporting deer and they're just flying them. That looks so weird. Hold on a second. Let me bigger that. There you go. Huh.
Well, just imagine being a deer. What the fuck? Just
oh my God.
peeing and shitting the whole way.
That sucks for the deers on the bottom. They
right. they're blindfolded. Okay.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the feeling of floating is, can't
Oh
be
my
helped with
God.
blindfold. That's pretty cool. So.
That is cool.
But this reminds me, have you seen that video of the one lady?
They just leave him there. Bye.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have a great time. Oh, wait, no, there's people coming up. So. But no, have you seen that video of the one lady getting medevaced by a helicopter and then the
oh yeah,
thing starts,
yeah.
Like, it was
oh my
spinning,
God.
like, holy hell! How did she live?
It was spinning forever, dude.
We have plenty of time, so I'm gonna find that medevac helicopter spin. So in case anybody has not seen this, I'm just gonna play this.
Oh God.
Just for the lulz. So, hold on a second. Here we go. So like she started slowly spinning here because she's getting caught in the wind turbines from the propellers. She's spinning, and then it gets worse.
Yeah.
Just hold on a second. Let me bigger this here. See, that looks pretty fast right there. No, just give it a second here. That's not good. No. Holy hell! Oh my God!
Wait, what is spinning? Oh my
God! That's a person.
She can be an astronaut now.
You mean, did he survive?
Yeah, barely.
What?
Well, no, keep in mind, this is after she collapsed from heat exhaustion or something. She was part of like some desert hiking group. So and they had to get medevaced. Yeah, 8 years ago. When was this? This video was uploaded 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
But the actual event could have been older, so whatever. But Shenny's talking about one of these back in the. When was this one? 8 years. I don't know if she's talking about the same one or not. But anyway, let's move on up here. Illinois vanity plates rejected in 2023 includes Deeds nuts and MILFs. So
nuts.
So yeah, so like
Poopsie.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, eat butts, MILFs, whoop ass, Poopsie, Deeds nuts, and Iowa sucks.
Hey. I'm offended by that last one.
We have an Iowan in the house. So yeah. But yeah, so if you're in Iowa and you want a vanity plate, no go for these ones.
Can't get Iowa sucks, damn.
Yeah. Oh well.
Ohio.
Yeah. What else do we got here? 4.87 carat, nearly colorless diamond found at crater of diamonds in Arkansas. Ah. And if I remember correctly, that's actually just a park where you could go in and, if the tourists find a diamond, it's theirs to keep. I think so. It says here, an Arkansas man who visited Crater of Diamond State Park for the first time later discovered what he thought was a clear piece of glass was a 4.87 carat diamond. Huh. Jeffrey Evans of Lepanto said he has only been to the park in Murfreesboro when he picked up what he thought was a clear piece of glass and pocketed it. A while after leaving the park, he decided to have the object examined by the Gemological Institute of America just to make sure. A few weeks later, he received word that what he thought was glass was actually a 4.87 carat diamond that was nearly completely colorless.
That sounds pretty important. That thing could be worth a lot.
You have a
really
four diamond there.
It's a literal diamond.
So that's a little diamond. Okay.
Oh, it's little? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Is that what you were saying? What were you saying?
Diamonds are like one of the most expensive substances in nature, on Earth.
Diamond? No, they're not. They're extremely common. They're artificial scarcity because of the De Beers and all of their bullshittery. But
whatever.
Well, if you want, we can talk about that in Theod because it's not even a conspiracy. We can talk about it in the Peanut about the De Beers and all of their bullshittery and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, blood diamonds.
Yeah, but this is a small diamond. So, but wouldn't that be cool? You for whatever reason you pocketed a piece of glass and then it turns out to be a diamond. So I don't know.
Dude, I'm always picking up cool rocks here and there.
Yeah. I wonder how much it would be. Like, I don't know anything about diamonds. If anybody knows about diamonds, actually, what is Pete saying here? It was a misprint in an ad for Sears and Roblox to call Santa. They accidentally printed the number for NORAD A bunch of kid calls. Oh, that's right. I kind of remember something like this. So Pete is informing us about the history of NORAD and the whole Santa tracking thing. Let me review what he said. It was a misprint in an ad for Sears and Roebuck to call Santa. They accidentally printed the number for NORAD. Oh, God. A bunch of kids called the number, and thus a tradition was born. So that's right. A bunch of kids called NORAD, and they were asking about where Santa was, so then NORAD just made the Santa tracking thing a tradition. Thank you, Pete.
Is that how it happened?
Apparently. That sounds right.
Wow.
You know, I kind of remember something like that. So
An awfully specific number to accidentally call.
Yeah, how did you accidentally put NORAD's number in there?
Right?
I know.
That's what I want to know.
Like,
Yeah.
how would you get NORAD's number? Like, why?
We're
why would
limiting
you
the simulation.
have that- Why
You
would you
could
have that
probably
in your
find it,
pile
like
of
you said
on-hand
earlier.
numbers and just accidentally put that in something? Like,
NORAD
crazy.
phone number, Google's.
anyway.
I'm actually doing it. I want to know. Oh, it exists.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Hang on. It's how do I call NORAD? Oh, there it is.
With a phone,
There's a
maybe.
number.
So.
There's a number. I'll even print it for. I'll put it for you in.
we don't need to know NORAD's number. Like, you know, that's not.
I know, but I'm not talking about the description. I'm talking about the channel in your DMs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just funny that I found it.
Yeah. I have
Like
several pings on Discord, so somebody else talk while I'm looking through. Somebody thinks trying to ping. Oh, it's
There it is.
So, all right. Content.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Shenny, by the way, you want to post that in the streams, videos, promotions channel. Only content creators can see content creators channel. Anyway, moving on up, more from UPI. Eccentric exhibitions, 5 of the oddest museums in the world. And these are things I have got to go check out as well. So let's see here. We got the Bunny Museum in Adeladina, California. I gotta go check that out. So Candace Fuzzy and Steve Labunsky started a tradition of giving each other rabbit-related gifts on their first Valentine's Day as a couple in '93. And so now their collection is at 40,555 pieces of bunny memorabilia. Wow, that's crazy. So actually, let's open that up. So, oh yeah, here's some the Bunny Museum. So, yeah, it's just a museum of various like bunny stuffed animals and whatnot. We also have the Sock Monkey Museum in Long Grove, Illinois. Hey, you know, wait, you're in Arkansas, not Illinois, right? I keep forgetting states. King.
Iowa.
Iowa. Wow, I'm off completely. Wow, who can out Shenny the Shenny? I'm a really good contender. Let's see here. Moving on, we also have Museum of Hangovers, Zagreb, Croatia. Okay, that's kind of fitting. And then, what else? Redner's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menomono, Wisconsin. All right. Not so crazy. My last home number was one digit different from the county coroner. Oh no.
That's Menominee.
Yeah. Oh no. Arlene is just said talking about the number whoopsie with the NORAD thing. She's saying that her phone number was one digit away from the coroner, so she got a lot of missed calls about dead people. At least 2 times a week asking about a body. Wow, that must have been crazy. Yikes!
I was born in Menominee, Wisconsin.
Yikes! That's pretty cool. So.
Oh boy, I found something you might like though, dude. Just now for tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Right. What other museums are there? Disgusting Food Museum in Malmo, Sweden. All right. So yeah, those are the 5 weirdest museums there. So yeah, like, you know, go to the underbar in the description down there. This link is already there, and then you can just go to the other museums from there if you're interested. I have got to, just because it's in California and I love museums, I got to go check out this museum.
That's the 5 weirdest. I kind of, I don't know. Sounds like they skipped an awful lot.
You should have access. Hold on a second. Shenny.
I think there would be weirder places.
There you go, right there. I pinged you. Anyway, moving on up. Last but not least, and we actually have 2 articles about the same thing. So, like, you know, I just to prove that I look at various things, you know, whatnot. $3.99 thrift store vase auction for over $107,000.
Oh boy!
Wow, what a find! What a find!
Wait, go back up. I want to read it one more time first.
$3. Go ahead.
Wait, it was auctioned. Wait, how do they? Oh, the store was auctioned. Okay.
No, the vase was auctioned.
Wait, what?
They
Yeah.
bought it at
It was
the
a $3,
thrift store.
$4 thing that was auctioned for 100. I gotta get into auctions, man.
No, you got to go into thrift
Oh my
store.
god.
Thrift stores,
No,
like
yeah.
a Goodwill.
It says here a glass vase
Aye,
purchased
it's Goodwill
for
too.
what?
It was a Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A glass vase purchased for $3.99 from a Goodwill store in Virginia was auctioned for over $107,000 when it was found to be designed by Carlo Scarpa for famed Italian company Vanini in 1942. Whoa.
Wait, what did that person do?
I don't
Carlo?
know, but
Okay.
1942, that was during Mussolini. That
How do
was-
you remember shit like that? But wow.
Because I'm a historian. So.
Okay, I guess. Yes. Right.
Jessica Vincent of Richmond, Virginia said she and her partner were visiting their local Goodwill store, something they do multiple times a week, when the red and sea foam green vase stood out to her. They bought the vase for $3.99, took it home, where she took photos of the vase and its writing and insignia to share online. The identification was verified by the Chicago-based Wright auction house and was valued at $30,000 to $50,000. It ended up fetching a high bid of $107,100 from a European collector. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So,
Before I discuss
hold on a second. Let me bigger this.
this Carlos Scarpa Penalate vase, I
could
feel
not
as though
take the sound off, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to play that with sound on. So, view more on Instagram. Okay. Let's see. Oh, well, it doesn't take me to it, so oh well. But wow, that's a hell of a find, guys. What do you say?
Oh man, that's crazy.
$83,500 profit. Yes, please. So, wow. Any other closing comments or anything? Let me read the chats here really quick before we wrap us up here. Yeah, Pete, I heard the same story. So to answer what you're saying, yeah. Anyway, all right. So that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links you may be interested in, including but unlimited to all things Omni Coalition. We're not just on Rumble. We're not just on YouTube. We are also on BitChute and Odyssey. But for whatever reason, BitChute is being censored on Linktree. And I know I'm not the only one. Yeah. So all the links to those are not just in the link tree, but it's also in the underbar description as well. Anyway, for your dose of different on unusual news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We have various shows, not just TOCNS here. We have a history show we do almost daily. We have the Kick Peanut every Sunday. We have Theod every Saturday. I gotta move these around for chronological order. And everything's at between 11 and 3. You know, what's... Oh, wow, I don't even have this updated. Hold on a second. Let me bring up my TDH. So let's see here. If you're on the West Coast, 11 and 3, all for thee. Mountain, 12 and 4, watch us for more. Central, 1 and 5 for the contrive. And East, 2 and 6 for your fix. You know, so those are the times we are, you know, in those areas. And if you're in other areas, then Google is a thing. Anyway, yeah, until you catch us next time, you know, I am A.O. Xander, and who am I joined by?
King's Refuge.
And Noah.
And we also have Mr. Sohan, of course, and you, viewer, are you. Thank you, all the people. Let me just rattle off some names. Shenny, Arlene, Jacob Peets. Was there anybody else who left a comment? It doesn't look like it.
Here.
So yeah. Until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Where's my thing? Where's my thing? I'm streaming. Badoop. Where's my other thing? That is not my other thing. That is also not my other thing. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was looking at it the whole time. Wow, I'm an idiot.